You know, summertime bass fishing can be really, really tough. Sometimes you got to resort to those finesse techniques to catch bass. In this episode, we're going to talk about techniques to help you catch finicky bass in the summertime. Stay tuned. Shane Flynn Outdoors, brought to you by Omnia Fishing. Experience the most personalized tackle shopping on earth. And by MMA Fishing, fight the bite. And by Lead Time Batteries, the ultimate power solution for your boating needs. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! What a big girl! Well, that stinks. I'm sitting here catching fish. Nice 3.5 pounder starting off. My camera's pointed at the sky. It's really windy, folks. Sorry about that. But we'll get some more fish. Nice 3.5 pounder. Doing a little drop shotting today. I got a front moving in, and the bass are down at about 14, 15 feet of water, and they are really setting out on the edge of the weed lines. And I thought I'd try a little drop shot, and it worked. Let him go. The worm I'm using today is a robo worm, sexy shad color. It's got like a pearl belly and a blue sparkly back with a yellow streak through it, or a chartreuse streak. Kind of a bait fish-ish type of color. So I think I've showed you this before. I use a little 2-aught hook, and what I like to do is I just put the worm onto the hook right on the nose. I don't run it all the way through. Trying to helps it just a little bit to be a little less weedless, help, you know, not pick up as many weeds. So let's see if we can catch another bass here. You can see I'm set up off this point. Right now I'm sitting in 22 foot of water. I'm throwing into about 12 foot, working it down, and they're setting in about 14 to 15 feet of water. As you can see, it is really sunny and the water is just like glass. That front moved around us really, really quick, and as soon as it went by, the wind was gone. I thought I was going to have a little bit of wind most of the afternoon, but not so much. And you know, when it's really calm like this in clear water where you can see 8 to 10 foot deep like you can in this lake, it makes it real tough to catch bass. Now, I threw a Kitech Easy Shiner, I threw a Texas Rig Worm, and I had to come right back to the drop shot because that's what I started with, and I caught that first bass. And we catch a lot more bass on this drop shot, and we stay persistent the rest of the afternoon, even though the bass are finicky and the fishing is tough. There we go. Come on, come on. Stay down. Seems big. Bigger. Yeah. I need that. Oh yeah. Nice one. That's a nice 4-pounder. Down there on the drop shot. 15 feet. Not bad. Not bad, just sticking with it. They're down in that grass. Sometimes you just gotta be persistent with the drop shot. Make sure you just stay down there, be slow, and be methodical with your technique, and you can catch a nice 4-pounder. So I thought I'd go over my rod and reel setup real quick. I'm fishing with an MMA 7'3" underdog spinning rod. MMA rods are just awesome. If you're interested in one, reach out to me. I can get you a great price. My reel is a Daiwa Fuego 2500, and I'm fishing with 10-pound fluorocarbon Sunline FC Sniper, which is my favorite line. Now, what's key here is the hook that I'm using. I'm using the Mustad Ultra Point drop shot hook. It's a very thin wire hook, and I get great penetration when I'm drop shotting with that hook. I'm fishing with a 1/4 ounce cylinder style sinker in tungsten, which you see there. The key to this setup though on this date is I have a 2-foot leader from the weight to the hook to keep my worm above the weeds down below. Really worked out. And this next bass is actually the smallest one I catch for the rest of the day. There he is. All right. Nice little chunker. Yep. Let me get you hold. A nice little chunker. Can't resist that drop shot, can you, buddy? Nice 14-incher, 2-pounder. Off this point on the drop shot, and he was at 13.9 feet where I picked him up at. All right, still using that robo worm. The sexy shad color. My leader's just about, well, weight to my leader is just about 24 inches. So everyone has their own technique for reeling in a drop shot. The retrieve, though, is kind of critical. Now, I'm fishing with the robo worm. What I like to have that robo worm do is dance down there in the water when it hits the bottom. So once it hits the bottom, I start tightly jiggling my rod tip, as you can see there. That's a very effective way to get that worm to jiggle and dance underwater, and it does pick up fish. There you go. Oh, whoa, big fish. Or thinks he's big. Yeah. We'll see how big he is. Oh, yeah. Oh, let's put another 4-pounder in the boat. Another 4-pounder in the boat. Right on that drop shot. Thank you, buddy. Can't go wrong with this. If I can hold on to him. Ow! I know, buddy. You're mad and I'm mad because you just finned me. I got you. Nice, another good sized bass. Can't go wrong with it. So, set up in here in the grassy areas. He was in, I'm setting in 15 foot of water. Same scenario. That robo worm and that sexy shad. I gotta buy some more. That's my last one. I might have one more. Thank you, Mr. Bass. Just an effective way of catching bass with that drop shot in that grass. Got one left. Let's get another 4-pounder with it. One left. Let's try for a 7-pounder. Guy in a kayak just a second ago came by me and said the other kayaker he was with caught a 7-pounder. He called it hover shotting. I said drop shotting, and I held up my drop shot and he goes, yeah, that right there. So good for him. Let's see if we can get us a 7-pounder. We got a couple 4-pounders, which is nothing wrong with that. So I skipped through quite a few catches to get this catch at sunset. Love catching me some sunset bass. On the day, fished for 3 hours and 44 minutes. I caught 12 bass, several of them over that 4-pound mark, which is a great day of fishing. Not a big fan of drop shotting, like you hear me say, but today it was very, very effective. There we go. Another good one. Stay down. Maybe I can get him in one swing, about a 3-pounder. Yeah. Oh, God, he is so fat. I mean, that's a fat bass right there. Come on, hold on. I'll take care of you. Oh, holy cow, you're a football. It's like you ate a football, buddy. What you been doing down there? Yeah. Look how fat that guy is. Just a big fat butterball, probably close to 3 pounds. Maybe 2 3/4, but still a nice bass. You know, drop shotting, it works. It really works. I'm not the biggest fan of drop shotting, but when you gotta catch fish and the bass are finicky, you just can't go wrong. Caught that guy down in 15 foot of water again. So, you know, the quality bass this time of year are down there, you know, they're not feeding shallow. They're down that 14, 15 feet of water, depending on the lake you fish in. I know some of you fish in lakes that don't even have 15 foot of water, but if you're in a standard reservoir, fishing deep can really pay off. And when it's finicky like this and it's calm, drop shot will work for you. I mean, I've showed it to you today. Ah, broke my line. Broke my line. Well, that's going to do it for today. I should have retied sometime in there. But hey, everybody, drop shot is a great lure to use when the bass are extremely finicky. And that was a pretty nice bass that hit that and broke my line there. So don't forget about the drop shot. There's other lures that you can use, obviously, when the bass are finicky, but I wanted to demonstrate how the drop shot, it'll catch a lot of smalls, but you can also, if you fish it in the right areas deep enough, you'll catch some quality bass. We caught several 3 and 4 pound bass this afternoon. And we're only out here 4 hours. We missed the showers, but you can really pick up some big bass, some nice bass. And by the way, a kayaker caught a 7 pounder just about 50 yards from me throwing a drop shot. So when it's summertime and they're finicky, don't forget about the good old drop shot, folks. Hey, thanks for tuning in. And until next time, tight lines and have fun fishing.